My dad was not a professional photographer, but he was a photo enthusiast and he liked cameras. It's really just kind of that simple. I grew up in a house with lots of antiques because my parents were into collecting things, and my dad was into collecting cameras. It's a Nikon F2. This was the second rendition or second edition of F series cameras that Nikon produced, the first one being F. But this was the second one that they actually made from 1971 through 1980, I think. This camera in particular shot lots of auto racing and kids sports like soccer and football, and lots of pretty women, including my mom. He actually gave this to me when I started to get really, really serious about photography when I was in my early 20s. And I remember it as a kid being brought everywhere. And although he really enjoyed photographing for himself for fun, he was never that serious into it. It was the camera that always went on fishing trips. It was the one that came on the boat. It was the one that went to soccer games and football games and a whole complement of lenses. And he was a Nikon fan. He preferred this brand over a lot of others, despite the fact he had, cameras from all sorts of brands. He liked this one the best because it's big and it's fast and it looks cool. I mean, cameras, like anything, once you start playing with an object that creates memories and creates bookmarks in history, you start getting emotionally attached to one of these things. There is a connection between this camera and where I am now because, I moved from Northern California to Texas because of photography and working with cameras specifically. And he's not here, and he kind of, the whole plan was for him to come down here and start being a part of this world too, because he loved camera stores. And yeah, so now this is even more valuable to me because, he's not here, and this photographic machine saw things that I didn't. And so in a lot of ways, this camera saw a lot of me growing up that I don't remember, and it definitely shot images of things that I wish I could see again. Yeah, it's every day that I see these cameras up on the wall, and I see the ones that belong to my father. I always think that he would have thought this was great. He would have thought that it was his favorite hobby, his favorite thing to do in life is being showcased like this, and I get to be part of it. And it makes me wish he was here, because I really wish he would have been able to see this, because there's just nothing better. We get to work in a place where we share the recording of life and the enjoyment of life through the eyes of a camera.